Man, this game can be so pretty sometimes. I've been trying out shaders, as you can see. My personal laptop is suffering right now. I think it's getting a little warm. I should probably turn these off. There we go. And welcome. Welcome to the video. As you might be aware, I have been on a little bit of a hiatus from this world, as has Keiki, and that's for a very good reason. Because Matt's a dad now, and I'm an uncle. I don't know how to feel about that. So I'm completely alone, which is fine. I mean, this is my own personal world after all, so it doesn't really need to be an SMP. I've been working on the castle a little bit. As you can see, there's another little tower there in the back that I'm planning out, which is in the wrong place. Yeah, it's not working. Not yet. This place will look great. Eventually. Eventually. Well, no sense worry about that now. Due to a combination of school and schooling and life stuff, I've missed covering 2 updates. I haven't tried anything, so I thought I would check some of the new features out. So I'm gonna do that for today. But to be honest, I'm not really feeling like a Let's Play format is really my style. Because, I'm a writer. Ever since I was little, I've wanted to write stories and tell stories and everything to do with a story. And with this channel, though I've been having fun playing this amazing sandbox game, I haven't really been doing as much writing as I would like to. It was Oreo Muffin that got me roped into filming, recording, and editing Minecraft Let's Plays. And I've fallen too deeply into loving content like Sinnoh and Mogswamp and Hermitcraft to let Let's Play content go entirely. But my channel is GalaxyWrites. I want to write and post video essays on dissecting stories I like, writing lessons, or just general thoughts. In fact, I have a few video essays of my own in the works, so stay tuned. Maybe even an audiobook or 2 of things I've written. So I thought, why not mix the two? Why not write a video essay while I'm doing a Let's Play? It'll be a lot more work, but I hope this experiment will prove worth the 3 months of effort. That's real right there. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share all the YouTube things if you end up enjoying my little experiment, my Let's Play essay. Without any further ado, let's go. I hate deadlines. I hate the fact that artistic or housework projects have an immediacy and an expiration date. I hate how essays and short stories need to be polished and submitted by such and such a date. If you miss the deadline, you are disqualified. It isn't pragmatic to make such an exemption for someone who lollygagged around and missed it. I should probably change the order of that sentence. And I know the pragmatic reason they exist. Being permissive with project deadlines is a great way to excuse yourself procrastinating, if not encourage you to procrastinate more. And maybe that's what I'm doing here. Procrastinating. Did they say anything other than red and yellow candles? Catering to a YouTube audience means that I have to cover the new and interesting things. I have to tell an audience what I think. I have to cater to the capricious whims of the YouTube algorithm. that sees what's current as of 2 seconds ago and pushes it into popularity. That's a lot of pressure to share what I think. And now, due to this past semester, I've now neglected to try out 2 full Minecraft updates.
That was weird. I think.
Not because I haven't been playing on my server in between reading textbooks and writing essays, because believe me, I have. But I haven't ridden a zombie Nautilus, or seen a camel husk, or the new bunnies, or wielded a spear. I've procrastinated trying them out, even off camera. Because not doing so on camera would be missed content opportunity, sure, but still. Procrastination could be considered a core character trait of mine. Anyone that knows me personally will not find that surprising in the slightest. It's difficult to even remember a time where time was on my side. 2007. I was in 2nd grade. Each of us were given times tables to complete in an allotted time. They were treated like levels to complete before you were allowed to move on. Like a Super Mario course. If you made one mistake, you needed to retry tomorrow. The tests themselves never changed, so it was supposed to be a memorization game. Memorize the info, then move on. Multiplying by 1 was easy enough, but when I moved on to times 2s, they suddenly became 14 times more difficult for me.
Isn't lunch 3? Oh, I see.
Oh no, am I gonna have to grind for levels now? Suddenly, 1 minute wasn't enough time for me to answer 12 simple math problems. To this day, I don't think I'm capable of doing those times tables. Each problem I have to remember the answer to is a different search bar in my brain. What's 4 times 6? 24. What about 4 times 9? Searching. Is it 36 or 32? I think not 8 is 32 and 9 is 36. Oh yeah, look, I'm right. Every singular problem had to have their own buffer time for my brain to sort through its files.
This is pretty awesome.
I thought that everyone was finding it this hard, but as the year went on, it became clear and clear that that wasn't the case at all. The smart blonde girls were on their times 12s in no time flat, and even the boys who enjoyed playing soccer and football were on times 9s when I was stuck in times 4s. If sitcoms and movies were anything to believe, playing sports and being a pretty blonde girl meant that you were dumber than rocks. Was I stupider than the stupid people? They didn't know as many space facts as I did. In fact, there was a girl in my 1st grade who made fun of me for thinking the Earth was round, for crying out loud.
I think I did it.
But knowing space facts wasn't what got one through times tables. What Mom had always told me was a lie. I wasn't smart for my age. I was very much the opposite. All through 2nd grade, I was routinely pulled out into the hall to be tested on my reading skills. The PTA volunteer would pull out an article from a list and place it in front of me. One was about windmills, I remember. Another about some kind of animal.
Oh, look at them. They look like they belong here. The Nautilus was such a good addition.
I never got past the 3rd sentence on any of them before the timer stopped. I hated that stopwatch. I hated how it always stopped too soon, right as I was trying to figure out how that one sentence related to the previous. Every time, its shrill beeps declared me below my grade level.
This is kind of making it fun. They're not as dangerous anymore. I really like this thing.
I remember desperately asking the PTA volunteer if I could read the rest. Prove to them that I could understand those articles, even if, eventually, they always refused. I missed their deadline. That shrill stopwatch still haunts me a little. It wasn't just reading I was always behind in. Everyone in my class, it seemed, was somehow finding their homework so easy that they were able to get it done during their free time in class. I tried finishing mine then too, but my clock always ran short. Plus, drawing and crafting just seemed more interesting. Do you blame me? I was scolded to put my distracting homework away during the lesson, so I tucked the unfinished sheet in my tote tray to be finished later. Before that later had even arrived, there'd always be a new sheet. Unfinished projects. Story of my life right there. For 3/4 of that year, I never turned in a single sheet of homework. The largest pile of unfinished work finally uncovered one month before that second grade ended. It stood as the greatest testament to my idiocy, and I was punished for its even existing. No recess until every sheet was handed in, it was decided. No praise from the teacher either, just a scalding look of disapproval every time I handed one in. It was around that time that our elderly neighbor 2 doors down decided to pay me $10 to help her clean up her backyard. I remember she never used her front door for some reason. You had to go around into the carport and knock on the side door, which swung outward, so you had to climb down the steep steps to get out of its way. Anyway, I don't remember exactly the things she was telling me to do, but I do remember being confused about what exactly to do and how to do it. And she would never really explain, just expecting me to know how to work, I suppose. I was distracted, clearly. By the end, I got my promised $10, but she pulled my mother aside and complained to her something like, "I have never seen a less hardworking boy in my life. That boy needs to get a work ethic." An accusation that my mother told me, asking me what was it I'd done to deserve it. I didn't know. "I don't know isn't an answer, Galaxy," my mom told me. "If you're hired to do a job, you better do it, and not be lazy." It was around that time that my mother started assigning Saturday chores. She always said it wasn't a punishment, but to me, it still felt like one. Even today, it's like pulling teeth to try and get myself to do any kind of chore. Weaponized incompetence, small t trauma response, call it what you like. I didn't want to be stupid or lazy, but time, my teacher, the PTA volunteers, my classmates, my mother, my neighbor, all of them seemed to say that I was too slow, too distracted to be of any use. And by all objective metrics, I was too slow. Until I fully embraced cheating with audiobooks last year, I suppose those should be in air quotes, I'd never once finished a book assigned for class. And now that I'm an English major, I'm expected to finish 2 a week. English and philosophy, actually, which is even worse. Why do I need more time than I have? Why does it always take me so long to do anything that others seemingly do so quickly? Why do I have to work so hard just to reach the bare minimum of being called not lazy? Undiagnosed ADHD can only explain so much. In 2016, I got a job as a sweeper at an elementary school. I was given the normal tasks that you'd expect: vacuuming classrooms and cleaning bathrooms. In shifts, thankfully. Little kids can be disgusting sometimes. But Just like everything else in life, it would take me 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 times longer to finish than any of my coworkers. I would be there vacuuming every speck of shredded paper and glitter from the floor well past 8 p.m. when everyone else went home at 6. Years later, when I had moved to being a sweeper at the high school, I was asked to rake the leaves that had gotten themselves into a nice thick layer. Each of the leaves, however, was no bigger than my pinky fingernail, and so the rake blades were too far apart to pick up most of them, pushing around only the leaves that had chosen to clump together. I was meant to rake the whole lawn, but that 20 by 20 space was all I got done in 4 hours. Every employer I've ever worked for has asked me some variation of, "What's taking you so long?" more than once. And I genuinely do not know why I'm always consistently slower than everyone else. But I don't know isn't an answer. So what answer is there other than I'm just a lazy person? I promise everyone I'm always try to be on task, successful or not. I hate deadlines because they're arbitrary and seemingly always impossible. I've given up on setting goals for myself because I know I won't meet them on any timetable that others will approve of. I never know how long things will take, so why try and guess? I'll always be wrong.
Oh, well, this is the end for me.
Am I wrong to feel that way? That's what everyone tells me. Deadlines is just how the world works, how life itself works. As of last week,
Well, was a lucky spear.
I'm 26 years old. And I have none of the things that I'm supposed to have. No plan, no real career, no home or apartment,
Really rather not do that.
no romantic partner, no college degree. I've missed most of those deadlines.
Just for pride
And
reasons.
it feels a lot like I've been disqualified from life itself. But if there's one thing I'm not, it's a quitter. Okay, Galaxy. All you have to do is seal them away for when you're ready. It's something that my mother ingrained in me from a very young age. Galaxies don't quit. Galaxies don't let something go.
I did it.
Good or bad, I never quit anything. It's why this Minecraft world of mine is a forever world. Generating another that's objectively better in every way just feels like giving up on projects that I could have finished. Sure, the to-do list grows forever long and shows no signs of stopping, but you can trust me, I never let go of the idea of finishing them one day. I may have been asked to rake those leaves, but as I overheard my boss say to someone else once, ask Galaxy to rake the leaves, and there won't be a single leaf on the ground once he's done. Probably the best compliment that anyone ever gave me. I work hard, just not fast. Fast work for me is like asking me to not do my best, and I hate not doing my absolute best. I said best, not perfect. It kills me if I don't produce results that are not the absolute best that I'm capable of producing, which is why I spend so long on videos like these, even though nobody seems to care. My channel is for me, and just as much as it is to get my name out there. This world is for me. true to form, during the editing of this video, I have been fired for pretty much the same reasons. Not fast enough, my best not being good enough, so yeah, I'm kind of not feeling great right now. But I need shulker boxes, and the only way to do that is to go to the end and live there for a bit. It's been a nightmare getting here, some problems with some silverfish. Wasn't great, but yeah, I'm just kind of done. So I guess next time we'll pick up from the end. Cheerio.